Fine day to all my dear students. Today in English we are going to learn poem from Unit 2, A Poison Tree. What is that poison tree? The name itself tells that something is poison. You know what is poison, all of you, isn't it, children? Poison is nothing but whatever is consumed inside, you will die. That is main thing what you eat. If you eat poison, you will die. Like that the thing is given. But so many of them having poison in their mind. So you are not supposed to have any poison things in your mind. That is, it will spoil everything. But in this poem, what the author is saying, that is, poet William Blake is telling how he was angry with his friend and what happened. So you are not supposed to have any angry on anybody, children. But this poem tells about how the author was having so much of vengeance and so much of anger towards his foe. Foe is nothing but enemy. We'll go to the author's introduction. So he is Mr. William Blake. Okay, you have in page number 40, those who have textbook, just see that page number 40 about the author. He is Mr. William Blake. In picture itself it shows that he is somewhat anger face. Yes. 17th and 18th century he was living. William Blake, 1757-1827, was an English poet, painter, and printmaker. Blake is now considered a seminal figure in the history of English poetry. So he lived in the 17th and 18th century, children, and he was a poet, not only poet, painter, and also what? Printmaker. Yes. So now also his poems, everything is considered as a seminal figure in the English poetry. Seminal is nothing but inspiration, inspired. So his poems, if anyone read, means they will get so much of inspiration. He was born in London. He was boldly imaginative rebel in both his thought and his art. Some of his famous poems are The Lamb and the Tiger. So he is not only bold in writing, bold imaginative, he was very bold imaginative person. Not only that, he will draw very nicely, is a good artist too. Okay, and many poems he had written, children, but this Lamb and the Tiger became very famous. Okay, glossary you have here. Wrath means anger, foe means enemy, deceitful means what? Cunning, treacherous, adjective, that is, wiles means trick, veiled means covered. So very simple and very small poem you have. Okay, they will go to the. Before going to the poem, A Poison Tree, it is given, read the poem with your partner and then answer the questions that follows as given here. Before that poison tree, we will go some warm-up question is given here, children. We will go for warm-up questions. What is warm-up questions? Yes, in page number 38 you have some warm-up questions by William Blake. Warm-up question is not asked by William Blake, okay? So this is the 5 questions or 4 questions they are asked, okay? So what and all is asked? Choose the option that suits your own behavior in the given situation. Compare your answers with your partners is given here. This is generally warm-up, children. So not want to go detailedly regarding this. But generally I will be telling what is this about. Okay. Yes. You overhear your friend talking badly about you. How angry does that make you feel? So the first question is asked. What was that? You overhear a friend conversation about talking badly about you to others. So the question was that is, what is meaning of overhear? Overhear is nothing but you heard, அறியாமலே நீ கேட்டுட்ட. Okay, someone is telling about you badly about. Okay, are you listening, children? Yes, someone is telling about badly about you and you have heard that. Okay, deliberately not heard, but by mistake you heard that. How would you react? That was the question is asked. So first option is given here. I don't feel angry at all. That is the thing, question. Someone is talking bad about us. So what the feelings will be? I don't feel angry at all. That is the first question answer options. And I feel moderately angry. Somewhat konjam கோவம் வரும் moderately. Okay, next I feel slightly annoyed. அப்படியே ரொம்ப ஒரு மாதிரி டென்ஷன் ஆகிடுவேன். I feel somewhat annoyed. I'll get angry. I feel very angry. Slightlyனா கொஞ்சமாக வர்றது. Very angry means you have so much of angry. I feel little angry. Only little angry I will be. And I feel furious. Furiousனா ரொம்ப கோவம் வந்துடும். Overall, how come she will talk like this? How come he will talk like this about me? That too badly like that. So that was the question. I have so many questions like this, children. Warm up. Okay, all the options will be, the questions are differ. Just read the questions and you just stick by yourself. How is your behavior? How you will react for this? Okay, and now we will go to the poem. Okay, so poison tree. So this is the poem. This is not a memory poem, children. Okay, this is only, you have appreciation questions and summary I will be sending you. You write it. First stanza, you have how many stanzas? 1 2 3 4, only 4 stanzas you have. Okay, can you see this poison tree? Yes, this is poison tree and this is apple. Yes, first stanza, I was angry with my friend. That is, the meaning for this line is I was. Who is I refers here? I refers to the author, that is poet William Blake. Okay, I was angry with my friend. What was the poet saying? The poet says that he was angry with his friend, it seems. Why he was angry? Yes, we will see the next line. I told my wrath did end. So what happened in second line? Wrath. What is the meaning of wrath? Anger. Yes, you can see in glossary. I told my wrath. I told my angry towards my friend. My angry got over there. Ange enoda angry கோவம் வந்து முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. Like that he is telling. When he told him about his anger, it ended. So second line is, when I told my anger towards him, I told him I'm angry with you. Best friend இருந்தால் we will always consult. கோவப்பட்டுட்டு திட்டிட்டு again we will join. Likewise, yes. I told my wrath, so my wrath did end. My angry got over there. And third line, I was angry with my foe. Foe means enemy. Okay, so I was also angry with my enemy. That time what happened? I told it not. My wrath did grow. So I didn't tell my angry to my enemy. So what happened? My angry started to grow inside me. So அவங்கள பார்க்கும் போதெல்லாம் கோவம் வரும். Because he is always my enemy. So I don't want to tell that I'm angry on you because you are my enemy. So I didn't tell him. So what happened? Friend கிட்ட சொன்னார் கோவம் இருக்குன்னு. So the angry got end. But once he got angry with his enemy, he didn't tell his angry towards him. So what happened? That anger began to grow inside him. That was the first stanza, children. Okay, what was the second stanza? Yes, and I watered it in fears. So he gave more life it with his fears. So what he done? He didn't tell that he was angry. So that what happened? அவருக்குள்ள angry கோவம் ஜாஸ்தியாக வளர ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு. And not only that, he watered. He didn't tell to his angry about enemy கிட்ட சொல்லலை இல்லையா. So what happened? So he become fear also because his enemy was very strong. So he got so much of fear about his enemy. He gave more life. So he watered, அதாவது பிளான்ஸ்க்கெலாம் தண்ணி ஊற்ற பிளான்ஸ் வளரும் இல்லையா. Likewise, he was watering his enemy. He was wateringனா அந்த கோவம் ஜாஸ்தி ஆகிட்டே இருக்குது, அந்த ஃபியரும் ஜாஸ்தி ஆகிட்டே இருக்குது. He was having so much of fear towards his enemy. He was angry, he was fear as well towards his enemy. And next line, night and morning with my tears. So what he was doing? Night and morning. And his cries, every morning and night he will be crying with tears. He was having fear as well as tears. He was having tears in his eyes. Okay, day and night he will be thinking only about that enemy. And then in next line, and I sunned it with smile and I sunned it with smile. So what is the meaning of sunned it, children? I brightened it. So I sunned it with smile. And suppose you have so much of anger in someone, but you are not showing in front of them that you are not you are angry with him. Okay, just ஒரு false smile பண்ணுவ இல்லையா, சும்மா மனசுக்குள்ளே you have anger, but in face, in front of him, you will not show the anger, you will just smile. சும்மா அப்படியே மனசுக்குள்ளே what, in heart you will have so much of anger, but in front you will not show it. Generally you are sunned it by smiles. You are just making a brightened smile, ஒரு புன்னகை, போலித்தனமான சிரிப்பு, like that they will say in Tamil. Okay, so he will be sunning it with smile when he saw his enemy. And next line, and with soft deceitful wiles. Deceitfulனா என்ன சொல்லியிருந்தோம்னா glossary-ல, deceitfulனா என்னம்மா, you can see here in page number what is that page number? Deceitful, I'll show you. Yes, cunning. What is the meaning of cunning, children? ரொம்ப கன்னிங்காக இருப்பாங்க. Page number 40 ma, you just see that deceitful is what? Cunning, deceit. So tricks, wiles na tricks. Okay, so he was having so much of deceitful tricks in his deceitful wiles na covered. He covered his soft tricky, okay, deceitful wiles. He didn't show in front of him that he is angry. அதாவது போலித்தனமா he just smiled and kept quiet, okay, in front of his enemy. That was the second stanza. First stanza, what happened? Yes, he was angry with his friend. So what happened? He told his anger. That anger died that time itself. அப்போவே அந்த angry போயிடுச்சு. But once he got angry with his foe, that is enemy, that angry began to grow so much of what? ரொம்ப பெருசாக வளர ஆரம்பிச்சிருது செகண்ட் ஸ்டான்ஸால். ஸோ வாட் he done? He don't want to tell any anger பற்றி சொல்லவே he don't want to say to anyone, that is enemy கிட்ட சொல்ல வேண்டாம். So what he done? He watered it with fears. Every day and morning he was crying, and fears and tears will be there in his mind. And he smiled, போலித்தனமான சிரிப்பு. He smiled with he sunned with smiles and with soft deceitful wiles. It was given like that. And in third stanza, and it grew both day and night. So what happened? He was not only crying, that vengeance, that anger began to grow day and night fully, till it bore a apple bright. So it was having, you can see this apple bright here, till it become apple bright. ஆகிற வரைக்கும் அப்படியே ரொம்ப கோபம் ஜாஸ்தி ஆகிட்டே இருக்குது. And then what happened? And my foe beheld it shine. So what he done? The anger want to grow both day and night, and it grew like a tree. So inside him it grew like a tree that bore a bright apple வளர வரைக்கும் he was waiting. Okay, and then my foe beheld it shine, that is his enemy saw it shining brightly. So enemy want to see that I am angry, அது தெரியணும் அப்படின்றதுக்காகவே what happened? His enemy saw that shining, something is shining in him, like that he thought. So enemy came to him, and he knew that it was mine. So his enemy knew that apple belonged to the poet. Okay, so the apple வந்து அந்த poet ஓடதுன்றது he know very well. Are you listening, children? Who know very well? Enemy knows something is இப்போ நம்ம ஃபேஸில் ஏதாவது சந்தோஷமாக இருந்தாலும் துக்கமாக இருந்தாலும் everything we will understand by the face, by the appearance. So this enemy came to know something he is having bright in his mind. What was that? Like that the enemy was thinking and came to him. You can see in last stanza, and into my garden stole. So he came into my garden, secretly into my garden. Secreta vandaru. Okay va? Who came secretly? Enemy came to my garden. To my garden is poet's garden. When the white night had veiled the pole. So what is that? Night had veiled the pole. When the night covered the pole. Okay, so what happened there? Night ஆயிடுச்சு, இருட்டாயிடுச்சு. In the morning I see, that is, so once the enemy came in the night and என்ன ஆகுது நைட் ஆனதுக்கப்புறமா வாட் ஹேப்பன் இன் த மார்னிங் glad I see so morning I saw what happened so my foe outstretched beneath the tree what is the meaning of my foe children so my foe what he done he was lying beneath the tree what is the meaning of lying outstretched அப்படியே படுத்திருந்தாரு but I am very happy to see that why he was lying he died how he died enemy died how that enemy came to his garden that is his place came to him and he eaten that bright apple the apple கடிச்ச உடனே என்ன ஆகுது you can see that apple bitten half bitten apple here so after the bitten enemy bite பண்ண உடனே என்ன ஆகுது அந்த enemy died there enemy died beneath the tree that is in the morning the poet angers changed into gladness அந்த கோவம் வந்து மாறிடுச்சு சந்தோஷமாயிடுச்சு why he was happy because to see his enemy outstretched beneath the tree he was very happy to see his enemy was lying beside beneath the tree okay so this is the poem children and you have figure of speech in this so rhyming scheme rhyming words and all I think you all know what is rhyming words so in this poem you have only the whole poem the title of a poem poison means something you cannot see that is poison வந்து உனக்கு poison வந்து பாட்டிலெலாம் இருக்கும் அந்த poisonலாம் தெரியும் பட் anger vengeance அதெல்லாம் வந்து it is not visible which is not visible that is called personification you can only feel the things ஓகேவா the title itself tell poison அப்படின்னா இந்த poemல poison that is personification figure of speech are you listening children and here you have one more personification that is in second stanza first line and I watered it in fears adum personification why because he was watering it without telling to anyone he was realizing he was having fear he was having tears and everything okay so watered it in fears so no one knows and the poet ku dhaan theriyume thavara and the enemy ki he not understood why this poet is in anger with him only the poet knows he was watering it to grow so watered na that is personification are you listening children and you have yes in second stanza itself night and morning is given so same line night and morning day night second stanza la night morning irukku third stanza la day night irukku illaya so same line synonyms and antonyms is coming in same line means it is called oxymoron 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 listening children or you can say as paradox 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 night and morning or paradox okay so only that personification you have and day and night you have oxymoron or paradox that's all and rhyming words you have friend end foe grow so a bb that is rhyming scheme rhyming words are friend end foe grow second stanza fierce tears that is rhyming words smiles whiles that is rhyming words so what is the stanza whole poem contains the same rhyme scheme that is a bb rhyming scheme for the whole poem is a bb you all understood children only this poem you have very simple poem after seeing this video I'll be sending you poem appreciation questions and poem paragraph okay thank you children write neatly in your classwork